Welcome to an insightful exploration of one of the most influential books ever written, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. If you've ever wondered how to genuinely connect with others, build meaningful relationships, and become someone people naturally trust and like, you're in the right place. Imagine walking into any room or situation and immediately making a positive impression. Imagine influencing others, not through manipulation, but by fostering understanding, empathy, and respect. This book isn't just a guide, it's a roadmap for transforming the way you interact with the world. Originally published in 1936, How to Win Friends and Influence People has sold millions of copies worldwide for a reason. Carnegie's principles are timeless and just as effective today as they were nearly a century ago. What makes the book truly powerful is its simplicity. Carnegie doesn't just tell you what to do. He illustrates how small, thoughtful actions can create a significant impact on your relationships and your life. In this summary, we will break down the key principles of the book, showing you how to apply them in your everyday interactions. From real-world examples to practical tips, you'll be equipped to use these strategies immediately. Whether your goal is to improve personal relationships, advance your career, or simply become a better communicator, this summary has something for everyone. So sit back, relax, and join me on this journey. By the end, you'll have the tools to not just win friends and influence people, but to do so in a way that is meaningful, authentic, and lasting. Fundamental techniques in handling people. Let's start with the foundational techniques essential for effectively managing interactions. These principles may seem simple, but their application requires thoughtfulness and consistent practice. Carnegie begins with a key message. Don't criticize, condemn, or complain. Criticism often triggers defensiveness, causing people to justify their actions rather than reflect on them. Instead of criticizing, focus on positive reinforcement and guide people gently towards improvement. In a workplace example, imagine a manager publicly criticizing an employee. The employee is likely to feel demoralized, which can reduce productivity and foster resentment. On the other hand, acknowledging what someone is doing right and providing constructive feedback privately preserves dignity and fosters cooperation. Next, Carnegie stresses the value of honest and sincere appreciation. In a world where fault-finding is common, genuine appreciation stands out. It's not about shallow flattery, but recognizing others' contributions. For example, instead of a vague compliment like, "Good job," you might say, "I truly appreciate how you handled that difficult situation with patience and professionalism. It made a big difference." Carnegie's third technique is to arouse an eager want in others. This means understanding what motivates people and framing your ideas in a way that aligns with their goals. For example, when asking a colleague to take on a challenging project, instead of focusing on why it's important to you, explain how it can help them gain valuable experience or attract positive attention from senior management. 6 ways to make people like you. Carnegie outlines 6 key strategies for building strong relationships. The first is to become genuinely interested in other people. People can sense when your interest is authentic, and when you show curiosity about someone's life or interests, it strengthens your connection. Listening attentively and asking meaningful questions creates a bond that fosters trust. Another simple yet powerful tool is to smile. Smiling immediately makes you more approachable and sets a positive tone for your interactions. It's a universal gesture of goodwill and can put others at ease, opening the door to warmer and more productive conversations. Carnegie also highlights the power of remembering and using people's names. A person's name is integral to their identity, and hearing it in conversation creates a sense of respect and recognition. By using someone's name naturally and sincerely, you're showing that you see them as an individual rather than just another face in the crowd. Being a good listener is another crucial skill. Listening isn't just about waiting for your turn to speak. It's about truly engaging with what the other person is saying. By actively listening, you show that you value their thoughts and experiences, which strengthens your connection. It's also important to talk in terms of the other person's interests. People are naturally more engaged when the conversation revolves around topics they care about. By aligning your discussion with their passions, you create a more meaningful connection. Finally, Carnegie advises to make the other person feel important, and to do so sincerely. Recognizing someone's worth, whether through compliments or acknowledgments of their contributions, creates a strong bond. The key here is sincerity, as people can quickly detect insincerity. How to win people to your way of thinking. When it comes to influencing others, Carnegie emphasizes the importance of avoiding arguments. Arguments rarely result in productive outcomes, as they often lead to defensiveness and strained relationships. Instead, seek common ground and steer the conversation in a positive direction, acknowledging the other person's point of view before presenting your own. Carnegie also suggests that the best way to win an argument is to avoid it entirely. Rather than directly confronting opposing opinions, find ways to express your perspective respectfully and constructively. Admitting when you're wrong is another powerful technique. By acknowledging your mistakes openly, you disarm others and earn their respect. Starting conversations with a positive attitude also helps set the tone for cooperation and mutual respect. How to change people without giving offense or arousing resentment. Finally, Carnegie delves into leadership and how to inspire change without causing resentment. He advises starting with praise and honest appreciation before offering constructive feedback. This makes the recipient more receptive to suggestions for improvement. Instead of criticizing directly, talk about your own mistakes first to make the other person feel less defensive. Asking questions rather than giving orders also empowers people to take ownership of their tasks. Preserving someone's dignity is critical when addressing errors, and praising even the smallest improvements can boost morale and encourage continued progress. Conclusion: How to Win Friends and Influence People isn't just a book of techniques. It's a philosophy rooted in empathy, respect, and understanding. By embracing these principles, you're not only learning how to influence others, but also discovering how to bring out the best in yourself and those around you. As you start applying these principles in your life, you'll notice a shift in how people respond to you, how relationships evolve, and how you create deeper, more meaningful connections. These are the keys to building bridges and making a positive impact on the world around you.